Here is an educational video on how to drive. Let me begin by telling a story. Not too long ago, I was employed as a school bus driver. One day, I was driving a bus full of children and approaching some railroad tracks when I turned and saw an oncoming train. It was too late to brake and prevent a collision. I knew the only way to save everyone was to perform a Mario Kart power slide with the emergency brake. Within seconds, I took action. I quickly took my foot off the gas pedal, then I gripped the emergency brake to stabilize myself as I jumped out the window to safety. Unfortunately, most of the children riding did not possess the same heroic skill set required to save themselves. But I learned a valuable lesson that day that has stuck with me my entire life. Kids are dumb. Step 1. Get a car. Obviously, you can't learn to drive without a car. Your first decision needs to be whether you want to buy a car or borrow one from a friend, indefinitely. Before you choose option 2, be sure that both your current identity and your friendship are disposable assets. Either way, you'll ideally be looking for a car that says, "I'm better than you, but I don't need this car to prove it." Step 2. Driving. A common misconception is that your hands should go at the 10 and 2 positions on the wheel. The problem with this is that you can't communicate with other drivers how abysmally bad they are at driving. But at the same time, making obscene gestures is dangerous because it removes your hands from the wheel. Fortunately, I have found the perfect compromise. Instead, you can use the position I like to call the 1-2 fuckaroo. Some of the earlier models don't have turbo boosters installed, but you can fix that with a couple cans of nitrous oxide you probably have lying around the house. Now just use the gas and brake pedals accordingly, and left click to boost. On the road, always be on the lookout for darker pedestrians at night. The safest bet is to strap on some night vision goggles so you can hit them in high definition. Reversing is also an important feature in driving, great for getting out of parking spots or settling unfinished business. Some might think I used a dummy to film these stunts. They'd be right, but it's not that kind of dummy. Step 3. Unspoken rules. Honking can mean several things depending on the context and what ping they used. When a driver uses the danger ping, it's just a courteous way to say, "Fuck you." When a driver uses the question mark ping, it means they have no clue what the fuck you're doing. When a driver uses the arrow ping, it means, "Ready or not, here I come." When a driver uses the surrender flag, it means they are so terrified of your driving, they would rather yield to you than risk death by passing you. In conclusion, if you followed these steps exactly, I'm sure you will be promoted to Challenger Elite in no time. Congratulations, now that you're the best driver you can possibly be. It's time to flee the country before they find out why they didn't find the body of the school bus driver.